What's up, guys? I'm here to update my deck profile. So first off, this is my Dark Magician or Dark Spellcaster deck. This is a deck that I've been working on for probably a couple of years now. I think it works really well all together. It does come together pretty amazingly. So first off, I'd like to start by saying I have 3 Paladin Oricum Hods. He, yes, is not a Dark Spellcaster. He is a light Spellcaster, but his effect coincides with the Dark Magician engine because when this card is attacked, it can if it battles a dark monster during the damage step, its attack is doubled. So it's really great, and if it's destroyed by battle or card effects, you can special summon 1 Dark Magician from your hand, deck, or graveyard. So he's good for the Dark Magician engine. I have 1 Link Slayer, more so as a substitute for, say, Twin Twisters. If I need to get rid of spells or traps, he's good for that. The downside is discarding the cards. You know, who really wants to discard a card? And that's neg 1, neg 2, whatever. He can come in handy. So I have 1 of him. I have 1 Chocolate Magician Girl. Once per turn, you can discard 1 spellcaster type monster to draw a card. Really good. It's more so recycling cards that you don't want. And on top of that, sometimes you do want to have your spellcasters in the graveyard for other card effects. 1 Perform Mage Hat Tricker. This is all my special summoning mechanic cards right here. 1 Perform Mage Hat Tricker. If you control 2 or more monsters are on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand, and he is excellent against Trickstar burn damage. That's why he's in there. Black Fang Magician. I have 2 Black Fang Magician. He is a Pendulum Dark Spellcaster monster. I more so have him in there for the fact that he's good against Honest. If someone plays Honest against you, you can activate his Pendulum effect of when he's in the Pendulum scales of once per turn. You can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Its attack becomes half its current attack until the end of this turn. Then destroy this card. So they try to swing over with the Honest. You have Black Fang in the Pendulum scale. He's really good. So 2 of him. I have 2 Apprentice Illusion Magician. She's really good for the Dark Magician build. I would consider adding another one. I like where she's at right now. I honestly only have 2 copies, but if I wanted, I could get another copy. But I believe she's good at 2 right now. Her effect's good of special summoning her from the hand by discarding the card, and you can add a Dark Magician to your hand when she's normal or special summoned. Really good for those plays when you need them. 1 Dark Magician of Dark Illusion. He's good for if you have a trap in your hand, or if you have a trap set and it's your opponent's turn and you activate that trap, or you activate a spell on your opponent's turn, you can special summon him to the field. So he's really good. He has other effects, like he becomes Dark Magician while he's on the field. Really great. I have 1 Dragonox, the Empowered Warrior. Now, why would I have him in here? The reason I have him in here is when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can destroy this card, then end the battle phase. So, I don't know if I told you this already, but the decks that I more so play against is the Trickstar deck. So he's good for when they try to, I have a field of monsters, but he can have that 1 monster that says, oh, I can just jump over those monsters and attack you directly, because that's this card's effect. I can I can negate, what is it? You can destroy this card, then end the battle phase. I don't know if it negates the attack, but it does say end the battle phase. So I'm assuming, but I will look into it. 3 Chronograph Sorcerer. Now this card is clutch, amazing. 2 of them in your hand. So let's say you have 2 of them in your hand and 2 other monster cards in your hand, and anything else really. And let's just say you draw a card. It just so happens to be this Paladin Oricum Hod, okay? So you activate his effect of when you draw him, you can special summon him. From there, if anything happens to Palamorko Mahad, if he's destroyed by battle or card effect, from there his effect will trigger, and his effect will trigger. His effect will be special summon Dark Magician from your hand, deck, or graveyard. You get a Dark Magician, and on top of that, you get your Chronograph Sorcerer. If you have two of them, like I said, in your hand, this has happened to me before. If you have two of them in your hand and two other monsters, from there you can activate his effect of you can special summon this card from your hand. If card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, special summon this card from your hand, and special summon one monster from your hand. So, really good, really outrageously good. I wouldn't suggest anything other. 3 Magician Navigation. I did have them at 2 in my last profile. I don't know what else. Don't know what I was smoking, but 3 of them is a good. It's good. It's what you need. 1 Eternal Souls. I am not so fond of using Eternal Souls because of its effect of destroying all my monsters, but at the same time, you know, if I did have a Paladin, I had Paladins on the field, that would be good for that. And if I had Chronograph in my hand while I have a monster on the field, and Eternal gets destroyed, then I'll be able to, from there, activate Chronograph. But these are all my special summoning mechanics. Like I said, from the last 2 cards, my special summon mechanic would be the Dark Magic Veil. Pay 1,000 life points. Special summon 1 Dark Spellcaster from your hand or graveyard, and 1 Monster Reborn. You know Monster Reborn. You know what that is. If you don't, you need to look into it. And it's iconic. It's an iconic card. I have 1 White Wing Magician. I have her for the effect of negating the effects of a card that targets a dark spellcaster type monster you control. Really good. She's a pendulum scale of 1. Say I have her and any other of my special summon mechanic pendulum monsters. She's good. 3 triple. I have 3 Dark Magicians, triple Dark Magician, triple Magician's Rod. I have 1 Blazing Mirror Force, 1 Dark Bribe, the Calculator, 2 Ghost Ogres for destroying an opponent's monster when it activates its effects. That's what I don't know. I'm not gonna destroy spells or traps. I'm gonna destroy their monster. The Calculator. Now, I cannot speak good enough about the Calculator. Imagine having a full board of any of your high-level monsters. You pull him, it's pretty much game. His attack is equal to the combined levels of all monsters you control times 300. Now, his attack can get way up there, so he's really good. I have 1 Purple Poison Magician, the Pendulum. I can't speak. I have 1 Purple Poison Magician, the Pendulum Monster. He's good. 2 Dark Magical Circles. I like this ratio. Not sure if I should change it, but I do believe that this is a good ratio. 1 the Eye of Timaeus. I would consider getting more of that card, but I like how the deck plays, and if it comes up, it comes up. You know, I really like the way that my deck plays right now. So 1 Eye of Timaeus, that's fine. 2 Dark Magical Circle, that's fine. By the way, if you didn't already know this, I'm sure all of you people should already know this by now. The Eye of Timaeus is not searchable by the Magician's Rod or any. It's not searchable. You can't search this card. And Konami's reasoning is funny, but it's fine. 1 United We Stand. I would consider putting it at 3, but I only have 1 copy, so I put it at 1. 1 Magical Dimension. Say I have a Magical Dimension and I have Magician's Rod. Okay, I play the Magician's Rod, activate its effect of when I normal summon. I can add a spell/trap that specifically designates Dark Magician. I could go ahead and let me see. Yeah, I could go ahead and tribute him for this card's effect to play any other monster, and then start making combos from there. So I like that. I have 1 Illusion Magic. it does come in handy when you need it. Tribute a spellcaster monster to add up to 2 copies of Dark Magician from your deck to your hand. You can only activate one per turn. That's fine. I only have one. One Magician's left hand. My brother owes me the Magician's right hand, so we'll see when I get that. Negate the effect of your opponent's first trap or effect that resolves each turn while you control a spellcaster type monster. If you do, destroy it. He's good. This is good for those traps, and all I have is spellcasters for the most part. The only cards that are not spellcasters, my Link Slayer, and let me see, Link Slayer, Calculator, my 2 Ghost Ogres. Those are the only cards that are not spellcasters. I have 4 cards that aren't spellcasters. But for my last card, I don't know why I wanted to showcase this one the most. I like her a lot. Fortune Lady Dark. Her effect is this card's attack and defense are equal to its level times 400. During each of your standby phases, increase the level of this card by 1, maximum of 12. So, and I usually get her out through the power of my Magician Navigation. I'll pull her from the deck. She qualifies under Magician Navigation, and then I'll usually do that on my opponent's turn. So from there, she can go up to a level 6, and then she'll be at 2400 attack. So I just think that overall, altogether, my deck it works. It works well with the way I play. Like I said, special summon mechanic, Dark Magician / cards that I believe work with the deck. I really overall believe that these cards can do some damage. I would like to do more fixing of the deck, more play testing. It'll work out, and I think it's overall going well so far. So I'll keep you updated on what I add and what I take out. This is where I'm at right now. So if one point in time I get to a point where I'm like, hey, this isn't good, I'm gonna have to come back to this and relook at it. And I believe for the most part I'm very comfortable for where my cards are in terms of how many I run and which cards I do run. They all add up together. I really do believe these cards combo very well together, and it's very rare to have a dead hand in this deck. I do believe you can pull off some good combos with this deck. So with that being said, I'd like to say have a good day, and don't get frostbite. It's cold out there. It's winter time right now. Other than that, have sweet dreams, my friends. I'm gonna start playtesting my deck probably. So peace.